Yay, we're live. Chatterbox is coming at you. Number 123, judged lacking nothing. I don't. I'm like, I'm just kind of like mildly referencing Kavanaugh because like he's had to supply more information than any other Supreme Court nominee ever has, and the Democrats are still saying, well, he didn't tell us enough about himself, which I find fucking hilarious. It's like everything is being done exactly how it's been done for every other Supreme Court judge for the most part. And they're whining like cunts.
Yeah, wow. So it's almost like nothing's ever good enough.
I like, what was it, Cruz? It was either Senator Cruz or another guy who said if you don't like the Republicans appointing judges, maybe you should try winning elections.
Jesus, dude.
Dude, okay. You don't like Senator Cruz. I totally dig. He looks like somebody who needs his head stuck in a toilet. I can get that. But this dude made a speech ahead of like that, the whole thing with about Judge Kavanaugh and the whole thing with the Democrats that was fucking phenomenal.
Oh wow!
He dragged the Democrats across the fucking floor, like historically speaking. Hey, what's up, Jinx? You see, I invited you again because I will send an invite to your Twitter every time now. I never forget, like an elephant. Also the body of an elephant, but that works out, both ways, I guess, the memory and the girth. But fucking he called him out on like the Democrats were like for slavery, the Democrats have voted against free speech time and again, the Democrats have voted to try to take away guns time and again, and all that shit, and just fucking like dragged it out like the historical history of the Democratic Party. Just it was beautiful.
It was out the ridiculous hypocrisy of the fucking Democratic Party.
Oh, just over and over. It was beautiful. And I'm not a huge fan of Cruz. Like I don't hate him, but I don't particularly care for the dude. But this one was actually really well said. I was just like, that was pretty good. I don't know who wrote that speech for you, man, but you should give them a bonus.
Right on.
But then here's a story to just fucking break everyone's fucking hearts. It's unfortunate. Burt Reynolds died at the age of 82.
Oh man.
Yeah, I saw that, and I just now it's starting to make the news. It's been like, I think for like the last couple of hours. Nobody knows what's happened other than it's probably like a heart attack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's I guess it's good for society that like somebody dying at 82, they're like, what happened? Like, fuck, dude, he's 82.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, not everybody can live to be in the fucking 90s and fucking 100.
Yeah, well, he had heart surgery in 2010, and so the cardiac arrest is what he went to the hospital for, and he passed on. There was some small hope that his mustache had survived, but unfortunately it didn't.
He'd be transplanted or
transplanted to a new actor, donated to some sort of like Hollywood museum. Oh my God, look at it without the mustache. Yeah, I see why you grew it.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Oh, is that the North Dallas 40 movie?
I don't remember what the movie is, but this is him without the mustache, and I gotta say, like, don't ever shave that off. Goddamn, no wonder he kept it.
Yeah, that's probably what someone else told him too.
And it was good advice.
Hey, you and Tom Selleck, don't ever lose the mustache.
Yeah, those don't fucking get rid of those because they make you a real person.
Right. Yeah.
Just some cheerful shit. And then so here's a fun thing. I was just thinking about it, and I'm like, I bet you, not necessarily at the beginning of this month, but towards the end of this month and throughout October, I think the propaganda is going to reach like fever pitch because they're going into the November midterms. It's going to just get fucking insane.
Yeah. Well, especially the Democrats, I think, are finally realizing that they're essentially fighting for their lives, and fighting for the fucking life of the party. I mean, of the Democratic Party.
Yeah, what was it? Democratic Senator Booker. Oh God, what was it? He released a bunch of emails about racial profiling in regards to things that Kavanaugh had written in emails as an effort to like smear the judge. And to be fair, all of this stuff was what was it? It is considered to be privileged information. You're not allowed to just like disseminate it.
Oh wow, okay.
And it's not because, so he claims it's because it's top secret, and it's not really top secret. It has nothing to do with national security. No, but it might have to do with security of other fucking court cases, you fucker.
Right.
You know, people's privacy in court cases that this guy is adjudicated do fucking matter and are a legal issue. And so hopefully he will be censored and removed from Congress. Because that's supposed to be the penalty, but it's not going to fucking happen. We all know.
Right, yeah.
But not only that, the fucking emails he released proved that Kavanaugh is not for racial profiling. He strongly agrees with it.
Yeah, that's funny.
It didn't even fucking work.
He didn't even read what the fuck he was actually fucking disseminating.
Yeah. Oh, the American Bar Association, which is historically and very much a left-wing organization, even said like he's completely qualified for the seat, like absolutely qualified, because there's just no factual way that he's not fit for the seat.
Yeah.
He's a lot similar to Gorsuch in that he's a much more like constitutionalist kind of guy. He's conservative and only in the respect that he respects the law and the Constitution, and that's what he kind of puts above everything.
Right.
He might be a little more right wing than Gorsuch, but not terribly so. Just the whole thing is so fucking hilarious. It's just like watch him just going crazy. Like they're not even questioning him; they're just slamming Trump.
Right. They're like, this guy's got to be bad. I mean, Trump picked him. Come on, guys. Right?
Yeah, exactly. That's all they got. They're like, yeah, but Trump's bad, yo. Vote for me, 2020, baby.
Right. Essentially, campaigning has nothing to do with the fucking appointment of the guy.
Yeah, so Kavanaugh's probably going to get appointed. Mixed blessing with McCain's replacement. He's more of the same kind of rhino, but he's definitely going to be like, he's probably going to vote for Kavanaugh. He's even a little more pro like that. So still shitty because it's not who the people would actually want.
Right.
But you know, you got to wait till the election to really get somebody you guys want in that position. Hopefully. Also, I saw Jinx in the chat. Your mom has been signed off home health care. She's doing great. That's awesome. I'm really happy to hear that. That's cool. That's scary shit when you have a parent who's like dealing with serious health issues and shit, man. Not fun.
Yeah, no, I went through it a few times with my dad. So, you know. Yeah, cancer went into remission. Actually, the second one he needed surgery, but you know, and then the third time he was just done. He was like, I'm not fighting it anymore. I'm not doing the fucking I'm not doing the chemo, I'm not doing the any of that shit. You know, he was just done.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
That's almost the same as my dad. Like my dad's still around. But he did cancer treatment twice to get rid of cancer. He had to get like surgery. They did a surgery where they blew like talcum powder in the cavity between his like chest walls and his lungs, so that his lungs would get sealed to the chest wall, so that he couldn't build fluid up in his chest cavity.
Wow.
Because he was constantly, they had to put a fucking drain on his like back. Because he was building up fluid in his like chest, making it so he couldn't breathe. Yeah, he had real bad pneumonia a few years back in, I want to say like a small town in Texas somewhere, and they didn't really do great with the healthcare, so they did a lot of damage to his liver and kidneys. And he drinks like a fucking pint of vodka a day.
Right.
So that's not helping with his liver or kidneys.
Right.
And he was at the same point where he's just like, if it ever, cancer comes, he still smokes too. But he's like, I think he's just like, if he ever, he said, I'm not going to do any more chemo. I'm not going to fucking worry about the doctor anymore. And it's just like, that sucks to watch. But at the same time, like,
Yeah,
it's
no,
his choice, man.
Yeah, that was my dad. And I was like, no, I get it. You know, especially because I've dealt with, you know, chronic pain myself. Like, I totally get it. You know, not what, you know, just being done. Like, especially, you know, he was in his fucking late 70s. You know? So, you know, at that point, you know, yeah. Although it really, my mom took it incredibly personally. Their fucking narcissistic tendencies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but beyond that, I mean, I think all of us pretty much got it. You know, we understood.
Yeah, you know, so you should be able to choose with some dignity when you're done, when you're done fighting.
Yeah, 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 absolutely. You know, like I said, he had to essentially relearn to walk twice. You know, after that's right, he had a surgery after both of the first two, because this I know in at least one of them the cancer had essentially like wrapped around his spine, dude.
Damn, dude, that's way worse than my dad's cancer. His was just like lung cancer and shit.
Yeah, but no, you know, after the surgery, he couldn't walk for a while, and had to learn to walk again.
Dude, yeah, I don't know that I would want to do that a third time either.
Yeah, no, that's like I said, I
almost 80.
Totally understood it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think if I'm almost at 80, I'd be like, I got a good fucking run. It's time to hit the reset button. Like, Jesus. Yeah. Just give me all the painkillers and let me go out high as a fucking kite, loving life.
Yeah, yeah, which they did.
Yeah, at that point, they'll give you all the fucking morphine you want, man.
Yeah, they give you the fucking the pills. They give you the fucking drip or the liquid. Yeah, they'll fucking give you whatever you want, dude.
Yeah, well, because it's you're already going out like they don't have to worry that they're gonna like give you too much and it's gonna damage you, you know.
Yeah, yeah, you're essentially just waiting to die anyway.
Yep. Yeah, dude, that's fucking It's always sad because it's like, man, I don't want my dad to die. I can't imagine you wanted yours to go. You know, it's like,
yeah, no, it was rough, man. Yeah, for sure. But yeah. Yeah, and like I said, I still understood, and I was at least prepared for it. You know, as prepared as you can be. Like, it's gonna be fucking sad no matter what. You're gonna fucking, you know, you're gonna fucking cry and shit. But being prepared for it definitely helps. But
you know, I mean, my dad has trouble just walking around the house right now. I don't think he's got more than a few years left in him.
Right.
The way he's drinking and smoking and eating and all that stuff, but you know, it's his money to spend on cigarettes and booze, and it's his life to live as he chooses. I'm certainly not gonna tell him what he can and can't do.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, this was turning into a fucking little episode.
Shit. Yeah.
Damn.
I'm still not going to fucking go shopping at everybody's fucking convenience, though. That is the one thing I've had to draw a fucking line on.
Yeah, I saw your tweet, dude. Your fucking
oh my god, it's so ridiculous. We've been doing this for a couple months, and people can't give me a fucking list of shit they're buying. Like, none of this food's for me, man. I'm not eating this. I'm just doing this because it's not. It's because people are busy and they need some help out. And I got no problem doing the shopping, man. None at all. But I'm going to do it at the time where it's the most convenient, because when I can get out there before a certain time, it takes half the time.
Right.
I don't want to sit there and wait all fucking day while people are like, well, you're getting all this food. You're probably going to cook some of it for me and all this shit. And all I got to do is sit here and give you a list, but I'm going to just take my sweet time.
Right.
Give it to you in like 4 hours. This isn't a surprise.
Yeah, that should be just going on the whole time in between.
Well, we have a thing on the fucking fridge. We have this big whiteboard on the fridge where people can write up what they want from the store.
Oh wow!
So like, if you run out of something, like you pour the last of the fucking milk out, you write milk on the fucking board, right?
Right.
Because you're right there. That's the whole point of it, and it's like the only thing that keeps getting up is we rotate like who cooks. So everybody does a certain amount of like cooking and doing dishes and stuff, so that it all kind of comes out pretty balanced.
Right.
And right now, the only two people that need to be cooked for are my sister and my dad. Like, everybody else is cooking their own food.
Right.
So, and we, the three of us that are cooking our own food, have worked out a thing where we'll go on the weekends, every couple of weekends, and just make a bunch of shit and freeze it in like really nice vacuum sealed freezer bags. So that we're not having to sit and fuck around every night with these like, big complicated things.
Right.
Plus then making food for the other two people. And it's like, all they got to do is make a choice. Like, hey, this is what I want for this night, and this is what I want for this other night. And they only got to come up with two fucking meals. That's it when I go shopping.
Right. It's too much to ask. Huh?
Oh, it's so fucking maddening. Mainly because like I'm up early. Like I'm usually up around like maybe 8 o'clock, ready to go at like 9 in the morning. I could go earlier, but a lot of places aren't like, they don't have everything out yet.
Oh, right.
Like if you got to get bread from like the bakery or something like that, it's not ready yet. Like, so you got to wait until like 9 or 10. But it's like, that makes such a difference in how long it takes, though. Like how close I get to homicide, because I fucking hate people.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's why I generally try to do mine, pretty late. When I go shopping, I generally go pretty late.
Pretty late at night might work too. I mean, as long as it's not a work night, and
Yeah, because where I live, there's a lot of old people. Like we have the snowbirds, at certain parts of the year, but we also have old people that just live here year round. So, they'll flood in on certain days. I forget what days there are, but there's certain days they get discounts too, like once or twice a month. So those days are fucking worthless. And those fuckers get up real fucking early. You know what I mean? Like if you try to fucking sneak in early on one of those days, dude, they're already fucking packing the place. So yeah. But they're never there late. Here again, incredibly rare to see a lot of old people there, at fucking 10 o'clock at night or 9 o'clock at night.
Well, you can deal with old people really easily though if they're like flooding the store. You just start shouting out that prune juice is on sale. Right? They'll all mob to that aisle, and then you just run around and get the rest of your shit real quick. Because not only will they mob to that aisle, then they'll start arguing with like the clerks and shit.
Yeah.
So you just go to like, one line and just, you'll have to wait a little longer in line, but you'll have gotten through the store a lot faster. Or you can just like open up some tapioca and just like leave it in a weird corner. That just sort of draws them near.
Tapioca is good though, man. I like me tapioca.
What's up, Mike? How's it going, man? Oh, Mike, yay! A former guest, somebody who's hopefully is going to become a regular member again.
Yeah, 40 Mike.
I'm sure he would agree with me that like the best way to deal with old people is just like leave tapioca. I'm an evil man. Somebody's evil. I'm not evil.
Sign them all up for the Soylent program.
Yeah, I was just thinking that we need a really good punishment for the people that are like, oh, you know what? The United States is full of shit. I'm gonna leave if my guy doesn't win, and then their guy doesn't win. I think we should put him in a life vest with a blindfold and like a couple days worth of food and water in the vest, because you can get them with like pockets and shit, right? And then you catapult them like somewhere between 5 and 10 miles out to sea. And then if they make it back, they're good.
Yeah, they gotta work for it.
Yeah, and you just
either that or they can go. They can move to where they threatened to move to.
Yeah, we can just deport them there.
Yeah, no, they gotta pay their own way, dude.
We've revoked your citizenship. You have 10 days to vacate the country.
Yeah, at your own expense. We're not even paying for that shit.
That'd be fucking funny. I like the idea of catapulting them out of the water with just some like food and stuff in the ocean.
Well,
and then they make it back or they don't. Good luck. Yeah. You're in international waters. You could swim to their country or you could swim to ours. Either way.
Yeah, if they can pay their own way out, great. But if not, then they're gonna, have to fight to make it back here.
Yep, exactly. Oh, what is it? The fucking anonymous source at the White House thing? You seen that shit? Like the New York Times had this big fucking article that some anonymous worker at the
that it's crazy, that it's a madhouse.
And they're talking, all sorts of just propaganda and nonsense. And they're like, well, we have the right to anonymity for the force. So I'm like, not if they're exposing, potentially sensitive, like confidential information, or potentially security issues, and not if they're actively working against the government, because then it becomes like treason.
Yeah, I would be surprised if there was actually a source and they're not just making shit up.
That's the other thing. I think when you get to something that important, I want to know that that's actually true.
Yeah,
I want some verification, and I'm sorry, but the New York Times has not got enough of a name anymore to be that guaranteed that they're telling the truth.
Yeah, is there any fucking news source nowadays that has?
No, I wouldn't trust any. Not by name alone. No.
Yeah. It's been decades since that's true. Maybe the 80s, if then.
Yeah. I mean, maybe like one of my neighbors told me some shit. Maybe no.
Yeah.
But that shit was just like, that blows my mind. I'm like, I think you should have to reveal the source at that point, because this is way too important, man. This could affect everybody.
Yeah, I still say it's fake, dude. I say it's bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if they have to admit, we made it up.
Yeah.
Or we didn't actually do any research to find out whether or not this person actually worked at the White House, and it's just a random fucking kook letter that got sent.
Right. It's just some guy that fucking posted on the fucking New York Times web page. Hey, I work at the White House, and I'll tell you what, it's a madhouse over there. It's just crazy.
It's like Q on Twitter.
Right.
You've heard of Q. Q is supposedly, it's sort of the right-wing version of that. It's supposedly some guy who's in the Central Intelligence community, not the agency itself. Like he works in spy land. And he's constantly coming out with all these things that are going to happen, and his predictions, and telling all these like fanciful stories of what's going on. Currently in an Air Force base, moving at the speed of the government. But it's also like, I don't buy that shit either. It's like, I'm sorry, but if you can't verify this in some way, it's just propaganda. It's just nonsense for whatever side you're on.
Yeah, that's the way it rings to me, dude. It's, I just don't believe it. Again, especially with, like I said, if it was 10 years ago, maybe I'd believe that shit. But, even then I'd be a little skeptical. But nowadays, like, there's no fucking doubt in my mind. Well, very little doubt. But, I shouldn't say no doubt, but I'm not going to fucking blindly believe that shit. With all the shit they told. Yeah.
Oh, man. The whole thing is just fucking insane. I just, looked at that. I was like, really? I don't think anybody cares. I think that's one of those things where they thought it would have more of an impact. And CNN is, fucking dragging it around like the fucking corpse of their best friend.
Right.
Like my weekend at Bernie's, and that's fucking Bernie just stinking up the place.
Right.
The facts are coming out, and Congress isn't doing anything because there's no facts.
Right.
Because you're just making this shit up. Like, we all get it. Like, your side lost, you're not happy. Deal with it a little more adult.
Yeah, with a little dignity, man. That would be fun. That would be great.
Supposedly, though, here's the thing. So, the Trump has negotiated new trade deals with Mexico and Canada, sort of like a better version of NAFTA kind of thing. Like he dumped NAFTA and because it was a shitty deal, and he's making new ones.
Right.
Supposedly Mexico in this new deal, if it gets confirmed by Congress, because he doesn't just get to make it arbitrarily.
Right.
It has to go through Congress. If it gets confirmed, supposedly it actually has Mexico paying for the fucking wall. And I just want that to happen so bad, just because the fucking salt.
Right.
Fucking people who are gonna get so mad and just go crazy on Twitter and on the news and all these other places.
Yeah, they can't even get mad at Trump about it. Not really. Like Mexico agreed to it. And Mexico is the ones that's actually doing it. You know? Like, no, you got to be mad at Mexico. Yeah.
Like, I suspect when he says Mexico is paying for the wall, it's basically in trade concessions. So the amount of money that the government and all the companies will save in trade would be enough to cover the wall.
Right.
Is what I suspect, and like tariffs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, I sincerely doubt it was like, all right, we're going to just send you a bill and you'll pay us in cash.
Right.
Like, it won't be that good. I just can't wait to see how that plays out. Because it also might get changed in the interim. Like, it might not make it all the way to the end of whatever the system for confirming it is. So there's always that possibility. But I think that'd be hilarious if Mexico actually ended up paying for the fucking wall.
Yeah, that would be fucking great, dude.
And then the next would be like, and those goddamn maple sucking Canadians and their fake humanity are paying for a wall up north too.
Yeah, that's true. People are coming in through that, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna make in order to keep the Canadians out, we're gonna make a wall of like something low fat and healthy for you.
Yeah,
like saltines or something. That ought to keep them out.
Yeah.
It's just a celery. We'll just grow a bunch of celery stalks really tall.
Yeah, we're gonna make a wall out of whatever the opposite of hockey is.
Yeah, whatever the opposite of hockey is. It'd just be like rugby players. Just build it out of rugby players. We'll just sew them together like fucking. What do you call that? The one where it's like ass to mouth.
Oh, the fucking
human centipede style. Yeah, human centipede style, so that we don't have to feed the ones at the top.
Damn.
To be fair, it's not the Canadians coming in. No, I know it's not the Canadians coming in so much. Absolutely. I am not. I don't think that's happening. But I just thought it'd be funny. Hopefully, we get that wall with Mexico. We'll get one in between us and Canada, and that'll be like. Would that be longer than the Great Wall? I don't know. I think it would come close. I don't think it would be longer though.
Yeah. Probably not. Pretty close though. If they staggered it the way the Great Wall is staggered, it could definitely get longer.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Where there's actually longer, where it's kind of backed up, or what do you call it? Because again, the Great Wall is not just one contiguous wall. There's a few different areas where it goes like this far, and then a little further back, there's a wall that starts before that one ends, and goes past where it ends.
Yeah. Well, there's natural features where it doesn't need to have a wall too. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Giant cliff face or something. Like they didn't need to keep the Huns out. The Huns just couldn't get over the cliff.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. I watched that movie, by the way. There's a movie called The Great Wall.
Oh, gotcha.
Where it's supposedly to keep out dragons, and like Matt Damon plays a character, and they got to kill all the dragons. They got to kill the dragon queen.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Makes sense.
It's pretty fucking bad. I wish I hadn't seen it.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty bad. Oh, Mike, for a wall of hockey sticks. Canadian wall of hockey sticks. That'd be fucked up.
No, they just slow. It would take one winter and it'd be gone, dude. They'd be grabbing them and then fucking. It would have to be whatever the opposite of hockey sticks are, dude. They'd fucking love a wall of hockey sticks.
Oh, Jinx says it was a good movie. All right, well, you know what? You like the movie? That's cool, man. I thought it was pretty lame. It was pretty gay.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Jinx. You got the link. Come on and debate him about it.
Yeah, we're going to have a debate over the fucking Great Wall. Mike, I was thinking that, dude. We need to wall off the oceans, too. But I want the wall to be in the ocean, not on the land. Like 10 miles out, there's a wall through all the fucking Pacific and the Atlantic.
Kind of like the Netherlands.
Do they actually have walls in the ocean and shit?
Well, they have walls to keep the water back.
That's yeah, that's right. Yeah, they're built like a lot of their cities are under the fucking sea level.
Yeah.
Mental note: never donate to charity if they get flooded.
Right, they're just asking for it. Yeah.
Like,
although their shit,
I'm not sending you $20.
Their shit is set to withstand like a 10,000 year storm, like the worst storm over a 10,000 year period. You know what I mean? Like they're actually fucking unlike Louisiana,
New Orleans. My bad. I mean New Orleans.
Yeah, unlike Louisiana and those areas, they're actually prepared for that kind of shit.
Oh yeah. Oh, Mad Metal Man has returned. He was off social media for a while, which can only be an intelligent choice.
Right.
And he made the mistake of coming back, suffering
back
again. I thought I escaped, but you pulled me back in.
Yeah. Although, I don't
pay for it.
Yeah, I don't deal with much of it anymore either, dude. And honestly, besides coming on the show, again, I hardly ever deal with. I can't remember the last time I actually posted anything on Twitter. It's been a long fucking time.
Dude, fucking. Oh, god damn it! Now I can't remember his name. Oh, Rob Schneider. Rob Schneider liked one of my tweets.
No shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he was talking to somebody about like how it's ridiculous that people are going on and on about hate speech, and how like you can't ban speech that you don't like. And somebody was like, well, it's offensive. It's something consequences. And I just did the standard like there's no such thing as hate speech. You have to. Everybody gets to talk, or it's not free speech for anybody.
Mm-hmm. Because anything can be. You can claim anything is offensive.
Exactly. Yeah. And oh, you can't quit us, Mad Metal Man. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Pretty sure my family gave up on me a long time ago, so that's heartening.
But again, according to the fucking leftists, like truth is offensive. So what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah. But he liked that one, so I was like, "Yay!" I don't know. It's still so dumb because Rob Schneider's just some random fuck. Like he's not, like he's some sort of fucking intellectual or like genius or some shit. He's just some random schmuck from Hollywood, and I was like, "No, he's a cool guy. I actually like watching him in the movies and shit."
Right.
But yeah, it was one of those things where I was like,
"Did you reply back? Did you reply back with you can do it?"
No, I didn't think that. Oh, gaming yelling, we hate you too, buddy. We hate you too. With all the hugs.
With all the hugs in our heart.
Yep. Man, oh god, I gotta edit that fucking set of videos that me and Hearth made. God damn, I keep putting that off.
Yeah, still, huh?
Well, Sea of Thieves has so much stuff in it that I just keep wanting to do.
Yeah, I got you.
They just updated and fixed again today, so I want to see like if they fixed everything well.
Right. Yeah, it's always interesting after they do their patches or whatever. It might be different on that kind of game, but goddamn, any games where there's a bunch of different weapons and shit like that, when they try to nerf shit or they try to fucking, whatever, fucking, buff it or nerf it, and it's always interesting to see how it comes out. I know with like the first Star Wars Battlefront, they could not fucking get Fighter Squadron fixed to fucking save their lives, dude. It was so unbalanced towards the fucking rebels, and they could just, for whatever reason, they could never fucking fix that shit, dude. You were gonna win if you're on the rebels. If you had any fucking ability at all, you were gonna fucking beat the fucking the First Order or whatever.
No, I think every game that gets updates like that gets fucked all like half the time.
Yeah.
Like Sea of Thieves finally has enough content. Like they finally have enough content. They don't have an end game.
Right.
So like if you reach the highest level, which I'm at, like the legendary pirate thing, it's just more of the same thing you did to get there. There's nothing different.
Right.
So they really need to add some stuff that's just like something else for Pirate Legends to do, because once you've maxed level, like, and then you can build Athena levels, but that's not really like that exciting. Like you might as well, like it's fun, but it's not the best ever.
Right.
It just becomes more fun to go around and fuck over other people.
Yeah, that's
part of the game, and people should still be doing that because otherwise it's not fucking exciting, right? Like the chance of losing things is what makes it so much fun to get them and
But yeah, if that's all you're doing, if like that's all the only thing that's interesting in the game, that's kind of fucked up.
You know? Yeah, exactly. They need to add other stuff for Pirate Legends to do. Yeah. I also every once in a while just go around and like help out people. Or the other thing I like to do is get a bunch of snake cages because snakes will spit venom at you from a little bit of a distance.
Oh, wow.
So if you walk up, they'll spit venom and it kind of blinds you and does a little damage. So I'll go collect a bunch of snakes and then go around to all the places where people have to turn in loot and hide the snakes close enough that when they go to turn in the loot, they'll definitely get bit.
Jesus, dude. Because it's nice little booby trap.
Yeah, there's not much else to do. I don't get to see the results. I just know that it's funny.
Right, you just know what's happening.
Somebody takes a fucking treasure chest down to the treasure hoarder guy, and then the fucking when he's walking in over to the tent, he just gets fucking bit by a snake. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, dude, I would wait around, dude, just to be able to say hey, oh shit, there's a snake there. Somebody should do something about that.
Yeah. No, that's why camping the outpost is so pathetic. Is that you might be waiting an hour and a half for a boat to show up. They might just all be at other outposts because there's 6 of them.
I gotcha.
So, I mean, it would just take a really long time. And you definitely have to scuttle your boat and let it sink because no one's coming if your boat's there.
Right.
They're all going to be like, nah, this motherfucker's trying to steal my loot right at the turn-in so that he can steal it and turn it in before I don't get to fight for it kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd almost have to have a team all right, guys, everybody be filming.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd have to have 6 dudes at 6 different ports waiting for people to come in to get bit by the snake just so you can make a fucking smart-ass comment. Yeah, that'd be tough. That'd be tough to have that many people agree to.
What I do is I try to spread it to as many new people as I can as a great idea. So hopefully I'll know it's cool. I'll know it's done enough when eventually it hits me.
When you get bit by the snake
when I go to turn something in and get bit by a fucking snake, I'll be like, motherfucker, it's finally gotten far enough.
It's everywhere.
That'll be my contribution to the game. It's funny as fuck to booby trap the turn-ins with snakes.
It'll be the happy birthday meme all over again.
Well, and the thing is, they can just play their musical instrument, pick up the snake, and sell it for 100 gold. It's not really valuable, but it's not completely worthless.
Yeah, you can get something out of it.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah, exactly. So that's not totally the worst idea ever. I have camped the outpost before, and I have stolen loot, but it gets really boring. Because it's not against the rules. There really aren't any rules.
Right. Yeah, you can just sit there and poach, essentially, if you want to.
Yeah, and then there's been a couple times where I'm with a galleon full of people, so it's 4 people on the boat. And a slip will just come and park on the other side of the outpost with 2 people. And the 4 of us would just be well, it's they wanted to be stolen from.
Yeah, they're almost asking to be robbed.
They wanted to give us these treasure chests that they're bringing in.
Yeah, otherwise, why would they show up with this? So there's 4 of us.
Yeah, and if it was trade goods, I wouldn't bother because they're not of any value to me, but they're a huge value to them.
Right.
They can sell a chicken for 1,500 gold. I'd get 100.
Yeah.
So and I got 800 grand. I don't fucking care. 100 gold is just not worth my time. But other than that, I'm gonna steal it if you just come park on the thing with me. Unless you're an ally. If you're an ally, then I already get money, so I don't care.
I know.
Ooh, who's titsang to the floor, Jinx? Somebody was saying that I just saw the last comment is when your tits hang to the floor, ... from Jinx. And I was I don't know what's going on, but there's really big boobies involved, so it's probably good.
Yes, large pendulous boobies.
Yeah. In all caps, it was a joke. Okay, I just was like, big boobs. Boobs are awesome. If they hang to the floor, that's cool, man. I just don't have to reach up as high. And dead fucking silence.
Yeah.
What else do we got here?
Yeah. Sorry, no, I was actually looking through the chat. To see what the hell was going on.
I already talked about McCain's replacement. I love that the fucking. I saw another story from the UK where it was an Asian gang got some girl high and then raped her out in the woods. Their fucking names are all like fucking Muhammad something or other and shit. You're like, yeah, that's not Asian. Like, come on.
Yeah. I'm surprised that real Asian people don't get mad at that. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you not differentiating between the Middle Eastern fucking assholes and us?
Well, and in a lot of cases, they're not even Middle Eastern. They're like African dudes, like straight up from Africa.
Oh, right. Actually, that's right. I heard that it was mainly guys from Africa. Like, there was a couple of African countries where dudes from there were causing most of the trouble. But they're still just calling them fucking... still just calling them Asian, dude.
Right, it's just so dishonest. It's such a lame nonsense thing to do.
Yeah.
Oh man, we killed the chat. We started talking about boobs and killed the chat, man.
Yeah.
Let's see, what was one that South Africa unexpectedly slides into a recession for the first time since 2009. I don't think anybody didn't expect that.
Yeah.
You know, you start taking out a lot of the people that generate wealth for your country and selling your country to China. Because let's be honest, that's what this fucker is doing. He's using racial tension and historical bad blood as a way to like basically just sell out all the factory and all the mining stuff in South Africa, just to sell it all to
China.
Fucking China on the cheap and make himself rich and fuck the country over.
To line just exclusively his pockets.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah. It's pretty fucking gross.
Yeah, that is pretty fucked up.
Jinx says boobs are a pain in the chest. Well, anytime you want a massage, come on over and I'll help you out. Free of charge. I think I'm probably not the only guy who would do that. Like, I bet Mad Metal Man would be up for it. Engelhardt. Detroit. For any lady, really. It doesn't have to be a specific one.
Yeah, we're all willing to do that.
Yeah, for any woman, it's fine.
No matter how pendulous you might feel your breasts are.
Yeah. All right, that was the creepy section of the fucking podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking, did you see the thing with Kaepernick?
Oh, fuck me, dude.
Dude, yes, Nike took a $3.75 billion fucking hit.
Just a fucking virtue signal. I fucking hope it was worth it, guys.
They took a major fucking loss on that. Holy shit, their sales dropped.
Yeah.
Like, if you wanted any sort of, like, any more fucking confirmation that Americans are just not down with him.
Yeah.
Like, fucking Nike got it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's enough. Fucking leftists. That's enough.
Yeah. Oh, goddamn. I just think Kaepernick himself is fucking unlikable.
Yeah.
Like, not even like the political aspect of it. Like, the dude couldn't play. He got kicked out of the NFL because he couldn't play for shit.
Right.
And then he started, on top of being a shitty player, making a huge political stink and fucking them all over in their fucking ticket sales.
Yeah, and the dude has no fucking integrity, dude. That's what really fucking bugs me, is he tried to fucking like backtrack from what he did because he wasn't getting any jobs or any offers.
Yeah.
So he has no fucking integrity. He has no fucking integrity in his fucking beliefs. And it was virtue signaling fucking nonsense. Again, he thought he had nothing to fucking lose by doing it because he wasn't starting. So he was just a fucking backup quarterback. So
yeah,
it was his only way to remain semi-relevant. So again, it's completely selfish reasons for why he did this shit to begin with. And again, he did not foresee what happened didn't foresee that happening.
I got to share Jinx's comment. Nike died from colon cancer.
Nice. Yeah.
From colon cancer. God damn, that's so appropriate.
Yeah.
No, the other thing is,
I would still love to know who told Colin Kaepernick he wasn't black enough, because that is the root cause of all of his fucking nonsense, dude.
Well, I want to know. I wish I could have been there in the boardroom when they were making that decision to go from like, well, we've been busted for child labor so many times. We need to put a better face on our company. Let's pick one of the more controversial characters that a lot of people really don't like.
Yeah. The one where the people in the NFL that followed him are responsible for the NFL taking a huge hit. Let's go with that guy. The NFL, is essentially the unstoppable juggernaut of growth that the NFL has been over the last fucking 3 decades.
Yeah. Exactly.
Single-handedly, or not single-handedly, but I guess he did start it.
Oh, he was the start, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, honestly, I don't really care. I think it's dumb. You're not really like, I don't know, like, if your protest doesn't have a really specific message and an actual end goal.
Yeah. No,
there has to be something that tells me when you've won.
Yeah.
Then I don't buy it. I don't buy that you're sincere.
Yeah,
like if you're saying we think minimum wage is too low and our goal is we're going to protest until minimum wage is raised to like $8 an hour for everybody or whatever dollar amount.
Right.
Then I believe you're serious.
Yeah.
If you're like, cops are mean and they're mean to people and I don't like it and we should stop it.
Yeah.
And that's all you've got, I don't fucking buy into your sincerity. I think you're full of shit. I think you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like, we know there's bad cops. Are you fucking claiming all cops are bad? Or like, what the fuck are you claiming here?
Well, it's like the fucking... to me, it's the same thing as the Westboro Baptist Church. Like, fags are evil. We don't like gay people. God hates fags.
All right.
What are your fucking goal? Like, just don't want gay marriage? You want to kill fags? Because they're really unclear on that.
Right. I guess they have to be. Yeah. Yeah, those people are just nuts.
Yeah, it's like I don't buy the sincerity. I think you just want attention for your shitty church.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you want to feel like you're black enough. I can't stress that enough, dude. How much that I feel that is motivating his behavior.
Yeah. Oh, did you see Donald Trump Jr.'s fucking epic troll?
No.
Okay, so Nike, the image they put out with Colin Kaepernick is Colin Kaepernick believing in something and sacrifice everything. Something so strongly or something that you're willing to sacrifice everything.
Right.
And so fucking Trump Jr. did that with Trump's picture. He just replaced it with Trump's picture and then sent it out and he said, "There, I fixed it for you." Trump Jr. That was an epic level troll. That was fucking epic.
And apparently the line that they're using is really close to a line that Thanos used in the Infinity War movie.
Oh, was it? That's fucking funny.
That's what I thought I'd heard somewhere. I still haven't seen the Infinity War movie,
that makes sense.
Which I am regretting. I am regretting more and more every day because apparently it's a really good movie.
I actually enjoyed it. It was actually really fun.
Right? Yeah. But people from like Kevin Smith said he absolutely fucking loved it. Although he's a comic book guy, so of course.
I think Kevin Smith loves any movie they send a hooker over to his house to blow him to say he likes.
Yeah, it could be, dude.
No, I'm just kidding. I think Kevin Smith really likes comic book movies, just in general, and it's pretty much kind of like
that's what I'm saying. Movie. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's his fucking thing. Pretty much always has been.
No, that dude lost a lot of fucking weight though. He's looking good.
Yeah, well, he had a heart attack or whatever not that long ago.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I just was I was like, the fucking Kevin Smith. Hell yeah, dude. Because I was a dude that always used to just be like, that's just never going to happen for me. I can't do it.
Right,
right. Fear of death will motivate your ass.
Yeah.
Because look at that skinny fuck now.
Yeah, that's true.
It's funny, like it looks like he hasn't bought new clothes. He just looks like the same skinny guy in the same fat guy clothes.
He's still wearing the same hockey jerseys, dude.
Yeah, they're not smaller either. He just kept the same one.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to bring back. Remember the 90s? I'm bringing it back.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember the super ridiculously baggy clothes?
Goddamn. I did have Hammer pants. I had MC Hammer pants when I was in grade school.
Wow. You mean like the parachute pants?
Yeah, the fucking parachute pants, baby.
Oh, wow. That's fucking awesome. I mean, I wore the baggy clothes for sure.
Oh, yeah, everybody wore the baggy clothes, but the parachute pants were the fucking...
Yeah.
Those were the ultimate in baggy clothes ever.
Yeah, I never did that. It was just regular baggy jeans, dude.
Yeah, what was it? The story that everybody always used to say was you could fit the entire collection of encyclopedias in MC Hammer's like pant leg.
Right.
Like one pant leg would hold the entire fucking collection of encyclopedias. Oh, gaming is mad. Trigger me again. I don't know. How do we trigger gaming and yelling? League of Legends is lame.
Yeah. You have to aspire to wood level.
You have to aspire to wood level. I don't even know what the fuck that means anyway. I forgot. What is that again? It was like you're not ranked or something?
Yeah, like you're not even up to bronze level. Like you just suck apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I got nothing.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm trying to. I could try to make people mad, but I think I just do that by existing. So I'm not sure that I should be required to actually say other things too.
Yeah, just be yourself, man. You'll do fine.
Excellent. That works for me.
Yeah, damn.
I could try to emulate Satan.
Yeah, it might work.
The world is awful. Everybody should die. I'm gonna kill everybody. I'm evil. Is that? I don't know if that's good enough. Is that?
Yeah, it's close enough, dude. Yeah, it's an approximation.
All right, that was close as I can get, I think.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, there was a fucking crazy robbery in Philadelphia not long ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they stole $50,000 worth of insects, about 7,000 insects, arachnids, and lizards.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. So the Philadelphia Museum, the museum itself is pleading with thieves to bring back its bugs, but a bunch of people that work there, like they think 3 current and former employees, basically just took all the shit from the security footage. That's what they're guessing.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, if they were former employees, they were probably fired for being fucking dumb. Because if you didn't realize there was security footage that could identify you,
right?
Like fucking dumb criminals. But they basically just took all the things, like an estimated $50,000 worth of giant African mantises, bumblebee millipedes, warty glow spot roaches, tarantulas, dwarf and tiger hissers, and leopard geckos.
Some of those sound made up, dude.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
The warty glow stick one? What the fuck was that?
Warty glow spot roaches. So apparently the warty glow spot roaches will bioluminesce after they eat bioluminescent bacteria.
Oh, okay. Good for them, I guess.
They basically have a glow on them after they eat a bunch of like this specific kind of bacteria. Or there's the spiders have like 6 eyes or something like that instead of 8.
Okay.
The guy who's talking about it is like talking like there was his best fucking friends. So it makes me wonder if like that's why they were stolen. Like they didn't actually get stolen for money. Like they just stole them because this guy was fucking annoying.
Right.
They were like, I fucking hate that guy. Fucking, you remember Dave, the guy who fed all the goddamn bugs, and he just would never fucking like they were his friends.
Yeah,
and you had to listen to him all the fucking time. I'm gonna steal those goddamn bugs.
Yeah, I'm gonna ruin that motherfucker.
Yeah, dude, let's make him cry. Yeah,
like, be our revenge on that punk motherfucker.
That's what it was. That the whole robbery was just like, man, we're fucking done with this dude.
That would be pretty fucking epic.
That would be epic. You know that did beat Trump Jr.'s troll as the most epic to date.
Yeah, take that, fucking loser. They're gonna steal your little buggies.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I wonder if there's like a black market for that shit though.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like that's a very specific thing, and I can't imagine unless you had a buyer lined up. Like that's the only way that really makes sense.
Yeah, if you had somebody who was like, "Hey, you're going to steal 50 grand worth of bugs. I'm going to give you 30 grand, and we both win because I can disseminate them and I can get them out into the collectors and make some money off of it," kind of thing. Although let's be fair, it probably was only like if it was 50 grand, they probably only made about 10, if they made any money at all.
Right. Yeah.
Like I would say 10 grand is probably the very most that they got paid for that.
Yeah, and that's kind of pushing it.
Yeah, that's the very highest range.
Yeah, because they could promise something to begin with and then be like, all right, you know what, I changed my mind, and who else are you going to sell to? What choice do you have?
At that point, I just shoot the guy. Right. If I've already committed to committing a felony that I might go to jail, and the guy's like, "Oh, I changed my mind. I'm just going to kill him."
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'll kill him, and hopefully I can find whatever I can. But either way, he's not getting one over.
Yeah, that's true. That would be the best way to go.
I figure once you've committed to the crime, you might as well go all the fucking way.
Yeah, go all out.
Yeah, and you just you don't have to kill him quick. You can start cutting parts off of him and try to figure out where he stashes his money.
Yeah, start replaying that scene from Reservoir Dogs. Yeah, why not?
That I still haven't watched.
Oh shit, that's right. I keep forgetting that, dude.
Yeah. I've seen enough torture scenes in enough different movies.
Right. But yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, you just start cutting parts off of his hands and shit, and work your way up and down.
Yeah.
I'll tell you where his money is.
What's the movie where they end up putting the dude's head in a fucking vice? It's with Joe Pesci. Is it Casino?
Oh, I don't know. That might be Casino, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Casino. Yeah. Because the guy just refused to fucking talk. Yeah.
Like, I wonder. So, what's the point in not talking? Unless it's to, protect somebody. You know what I mean? Because if it's, not talking, if you're just going to get tortured to death anyway, I guess maybe it's just sort of like a fuck you, like a last hurrah kind of thing.
Yeah. It's
I know you're going to kill me no matter what I do, and I'm not going to let you get the satisfaction of getting whatever information you want.
Yeah. If you know you're going to fucking die anyway, why would you bother?
Yeah. Because that's the key. If you want to torture something out of somebody, you got to make them believe that there's a point at which they go free.
Yeah. Or if you're hurting bad enough to where you'd rather die than continue living. They'd have to get to that point, though.
But at that point, they're not worried about the consequences because they'll say whatever they think you want to hear in order to get what they want.
Right.
Realistically, obviously, we're fucking around. Torture doesn't really work for the most part.
Yeah, it's not a reliable source of information.
Yeah. That's why you just kill the guy and then search his house. You don't waste your time.
Yeah, search computer records. It works. It's much more effective nowadays.
Yep. Then you find out what kind of porn the dude's into.
Indeed.
You might have a really good collection of porn. It might be worth 10 grand to you, Sorry. Not really. Although, then again, you also might find a bunch of child porn, in which case you'd be like, you did the world a service.
Yeah, no shit.
You'd be like, well, at first I felt bad about murdering this guy because he wouldn't pay me my money. Then I found this and was like, right on.
Yeah, it's like turning out murdering him was actually a public service.
Now I feel like I'm a hero. Oh, God.
But not only should you not bust me for murder, but you should give me some kind of reward.
Oh, so there's a fucking so there's this fellow named Jacob Schwartz. I saw this as like a little hit piece article. And I guess he's somehow connected to CNN. He was a guest on there, and he was an aide to Bill de Blasio. But he's been free for over a year on $7,500 bail, and there's been no movement whatsoever to actually try the case.
Oh, Jesus, dude.
He had 3,000 photos and 8 gigs of videos of child pornography depicting children as young as 6 months old.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Yeah, and like you can see, like this is like from New York Supreme Court. Like this is literally like all the fucking like charges and shit.
Wow.
And it's been going on since like 2017, 7/13 of 2017.
What, did he waive his right to a speedy trial, dude?
I don't know, man, but a fucking year that he's been out on bail is completely ridiculous.
Yeah, that's pretty sickening, dude. That's fucking ridiculous, man. You know, so, yeah, something like that. You need to fucking keep him in, or you need to have a fucking trial come up really fucking quickly.
Yeah, he was arrested in 2016.
Wow.
But I mean, it's like this is absurd. Like, there's no real doubt of guilt.
Right.
And so that essentially, like, Schwartz's case has just disappeared. Like, they just have buried it, and he doesn't actually ever have to go to jail, apparently.
Wow, he must have dirt on. He must have some dirt on some other people, dude.
That's what I'm thinking. Well, he's de Blasio's aide.
Yeah, at least de Blasio, if not other people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, he was well connected, apparently.
Yeah,
he was connected to a lot of people in the Democratic Party, so it's pretty fucking grotesque that like this kind of thing, like this is the kind of thing that really just makes Pizzagate sound more and more like believable.
Yeah, like it might actually be true. Yeah.
Well, there's another really big politician who they're essentially just backing up. Like they're not like withdrawing their support from, who's been accused of like child molestation. And they're not really like basically doing anything about it, and they're just like, no, it's all bullshit.
Oh wow, not even bothering to fucking investigate it.
Yeah, and so it's like you would think is like the Democratic National Convention, like as a group of people or a political party, you would at least launch your own investigation to find out like how
credible it is,
how credible the potential charges were. And then distance yourself from that person if you think that, well, there's a pretty good chance these are right or not.
Yeah.
Also, if you think they're completely false, you want to give that guy, because he's on your team, you want to give him all the information he can get to fucking fight the allegations and blow the accuser out of the water, kind of thing.
Prove his innocence. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. No, like that's the thing. The Pizzagate thing sounds fucking outlandish. It sounds fucking crazy, but it does not mean it's not fucking true.
It sounds outlandish when you think when you hear, oh, it's in the basement of the pizza place.
Right.
When you realize that the actual allegations were that this guy who owns a pizza place also has a private warehouse where he has living art exhibits shipped to him that don't go through customs or any inspection of any kind.
Yeah, and the museum's not open to the public. Yeah,
and it's in an old fucking meat processing plant.
Yeah, it sounds incredibly suspicious, dude.
Like that, and when you find out all the other weird, creepy shit that the dude's into.
Yeah. I think I saw one of his little video things or whatever. And you're like, dude, you're fucking nuts, dude. Like, there's something seriously wrong with you, buddy.
Yeah, like that sounds more and more credible all the time. Like, give me my tinfoil hat. Fine, I'm fine with that. I'll wear my tinfoil hat when I talk about it. But
but dude, there's some weird investigation.
Number one, exactly. I don't think there should be anything that other than like, spy shit that fucking doesn't have to be inspected at the border.
Yeah.
In some way, shape, or form. Like there should be no like bypass the fucking border inspection.
Yeah, I don't even know.
No human trafficking exists. That in and of itself is enough to be like, we got to check shit that comes across the border.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, if nothing else, I don't want people dying in a fucking, you know, like people who are hoping to get a shot at the American dream dying in a fucking cargo truck.
Right.
You know, like because they're not getting any fucking air or some shit.
Yeah.
Somebody sealed it a little too well.
Yeah, or dying in this fucking dude's, ending up in that dude's fucking freezer.
Yeah.
Apparently
well, I mean,
that
too. But I mean, just like in general, like.
Yeah. It's fucked up conditions for sure, man.
But for over a year, just to be out on like $7,500 bail, $7,500 is fucking chump change when you got those kind of charges.
Yeah. For something that fucking egregious, honestly, no bail at all should be in play. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine if you want to let him.
And for somebody that well connected to that many people who could get him out of the country,
right?
And let's be real here. That amount of child porn is enough to put you in prison long enough that you never get out.
Yeah.
Like you're probably not going to come back out of prison with that much child porn.
Yeah. So if a court date ever did come up, dude's probably just going to flee the fucking country. Yeah. It's a huge fucking flight risk, dude. Incredibly high flight risk, dude. So, yeah, it's pretty ridiculous that they're letting him out on such a small bond, dude. Yeah, everything about that now is incredibly fucking suspicious. Like,
it's more and more exactly. It's like the pedophile charges that are related to the Democratic Party keep getting longer and longer. Like the list,
right,
and like the number of like rape charges and stuff keep getting longer and longer. It's just like they took the payoff from fucking Weinstein in New York. You know, Cuomo took the fucking, you know, what was it, 25 grand or 50 grand to fucking make the case go away. It's ridiculous.
That's pretty obvious what's going on, dude. It's blatant.
Asia Giartento, or I forget what her last name is.
Asia Argento. Yeah,
Argento is now accusing that dude of raping her.
Oh yeah, dude. Yes. Yeah,
she raped me. Like, all right, like, come on, lady. Really?
Yeah. No, he showed up and he forced you to buy him drinks and fucking okay. Yeah, dude, that's pretty fucking sick, dude. That's pretty fucking low.
Yeah, that's as low as it goes. Like now she's claiming that he raped her.
Yeah, apparently she has more money that she has to pay him, so that's like people are thinking that's the main reason she's wanting out of that. She's doing that is because she doesn't have the money to fucking pay him.
Oh, she did not. She owes more money for whatever agreement made that, like, he doesn't fucking put her in jail and she pays him off, kind of thing.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. And apparently, like, she paid like $250,000 already, or Bourdain apparently before he died. Like, I've actually heard a theory that Bourdain knew all this shit was going to come out and knew that if he was still alive, essentially, that it was going to reflect poorly on him. It was going to bring him down.
Yeah,
he actually paid. He actually set up the agreement and actually made the payments. Apparently.
That's what she said. Well, she says he agreed to pay because he was in a better financial position at the time or some shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
of course, she says that they just wanted to help him out because they felt bad for him.
Yeah. I felt bad for him for raping her. Yeah, that makes fucking sense, dude.
Well, no, but I mean, like, their first story didn't involve rape, but I mean, they just said, like, we felt bad for him being in such a terrible financial position. Yeah. So when he was making these accusations, we decided to help him out because it was easier. Jesus I'm like, Christ. If somebody's making false accusations against me and demanding money, I'm going to fucking take them to court.
Yeah.
I'm going to straight up be like, they're trying to fucking extort money.
Yeah.
This is a felony. Like, let me fucking, deal with these assholes. Get them thrown in jail, and I don't give a fuck if my reputation takes a hit.
Yeah, no, it's
because if I pay these motherfuckers, then I'm gonna have to pay every other motherfucker that comes up with the same bullshit.
Yeah, no, that bitch is crazy, dude. I mean, that's no other way to put it, man. She's fucking insane. If she actually thinks that shit's gonna fly.
No, it's not even remotely flying. Yeah, she's
like that bitch has lost it.
I don't think I've seen a single person like be like, yeah, that's believable.
Yeah. Plus, it also brings up the pictures I've seen of her. I swear to God, I remember her being hot at some point when she was younger.
Damn, dude, that's
and she looks like a fucking witch, dude. She looks like a fucking witch. The last picture I saw of her, she literally looks like a fucking witch. And I was like, what the dude? I don't know. It seems like something happens. Like, you become a shitty, horrible person, and you start looking like a fucking, again, a fucking witch. You start looking evil.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just a coincidence, but that seems to be what happens to people.
It's a trip, man. I don't know. That whole situation is like turning into a farce, like that. Not just Asia D'Argento or whatever, but the
it's just Argento.
The whole Me Too thing has become like just a parody of reality.
Yeah, it is pretty fucking wacky that she's essentially one of the top ones, and she's fucking guilty of that shit. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it obviously it makes the whole thing look a little suspicious, but I don't know, man. That whole thing, it's just like it's spun so far into like Berenstain fucking reality.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck that thing.
Like, how do you know what's real anymore?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it started with Cosby, really. I think the Me Too really started with Cosby. It just took a really long time to roll over on fucking Weinstein.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, because as connected as Cosby is, like Weinstein's just that much more. Yeah, me pronouncing his name wrong now too. Weinstein's just that much more powerful. Being the fucking producer.
Oh yeah, that's
huge Hollywood producer that he is.
I think a lot of people are going to be real unhappy that he didn't end up in jail because their careers are going to take a hit because he's still got a lot of power in the industry.
Yeah, like people are still afraid he's going to somehow make a comeback.
Yeah. Well, he's still got friends. Like, I guarantee you, there are still people who are going to be like, I'm never hiring that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Or that bitch ain't never getting a job here because she fucking badmouthed my buddy Weinstein.
Right. Yeah. Paul Sorvino. Yeah. Although his was fucking understandable, dude. Like, that's how I would react as a dad if I found out that my daughter got fucking blackballed by that motherfucker because she wouldn't fuck him.
Oh, by Weinstein?
Yeah, like apparently Mira Sorvino was essentially blackballed because she turned him down, dude. Like, basically, like, no, I'm not fucking you. Are you crazy?
Mira Sorvino. I don't remember.
No, I saw an interview with him. He's like, that guy better be lucky. Better make sure he never, runs across my path. Like he obviously didn't elaborate on that for fucking pretty obvious reasons, but.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, somebody in my family like got fucking abused by that dude. I'd beat the holy living hell out of him.
Yeah. Well, I don't think she did. She refused his advances.
Well, that's still. I'm not. That's why I'm saying abused. Like.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Like, she didn't get raped or fucked, but she got essentially like he abused her. He withheld parts from her because she wouldn't have sex with him.
Yeah. Had her blackballed essentially. Yeah. It's pretty fucked up, man.
Yeah, he's gonna sell off his businesses and start up a new one after he changes his name. Exactly, dude. That dude's not gonna go away. He's got too much fucking money and too much power and too many friends, man. That shit. Yeah. Like, if he doesn't go to jail for something, he's gonna fucking come right back and be making more movies.
Yeah,
and you'll never know. You'll never know it's a Weinstein production because, like Samaj said, yeah, absolutely, he'll just change his fucking name.
Yeah.
It'll be like a Rapestein production.
Damn,
Rapenstein.
Yeah. Okay, I'm close enough.
Roger Rapenstein. There you go.
not giving up on that bit, dude. I love your tenacity, dude. You're like, no,
sooner or later it's gonna come together.
Yeah, there's a joke there. There's a fucking punchline. I just know it.
No, there really isn't, but I'm gonna get one anyway. I keep repeating it. Repeat it till
Yeah. Sometimes that can be funny. Just keep repeating it.
but not all the time, and never when I do it.
Yeah, you still got to make the effort, though. Why not?
Absolutely, make the effort. Oh, did you hear fucking New Mexico basically fucked Gary Johnson?
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
They reinstituted straight voting.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, like, anybody can vote for like the primaries for any other party too.
Oh, wow.
In order to get like Gary Johnson, keep him from being able to run for like, I forget what office he was running for, like one of the senator seat. It was like a Senate or a House of Representatives seat or something like that.
Oh, right.
They basically fucked him out of a chance, and he was super pissed. And I'm just like, on the one hand, that's real fucking inappropriate, but on the other hand, like Gary Johnson's kind of fucking dumb.
Yeah, he's
not that I want him representing my state either. Yeah, like,
yeah. Although, you know what, he actually is still pretty fucking popular in that state, from what I can gather. Well, we actually did, where I was working before, we actually did surveys for New Mexico, and that guy's actually still pretty popular in that state, man. It's pretty crazy.
I forgot to give the mod powers to Samaj.
Gotcha.
Gaming called me on it. I was like, oh shit, yeah, everybody gets a mod. There's so few people. I just don't want anybody to like fucking get timed out for chatting too much or something like that.
Right. Yeah, someday that'll be a problem for us. Sorry, dude.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, man.
Rotten Silence is here. What's up, man?
Yeah.
He just got the notifications because it's fucking YouTube. I think today has been a little more political than we usually get. So, like, we usually talk some politics, but I don't think we get too far into it.
All right. Yeah, we kind of jump around whatever the fuck's going on, dude. I think I actually had something that I wanted to talk about, and I can't fucking remember what it is now. But it'll come to me.
Is it boobs? Like balls? Asses?
We talk titties, dude.
Dicks? Did we talk titties? I forget.
We talked about the pendulous breasts earlier.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. I already forgot.
I don't know if that counts or not, but close enough. So yeah, something.
Did I type rotten what silence instead of rotten silence what up? Fucking Christ. I'm fucking out of it, dude. That's funny as fuck. I just saw that in the chat. I was like,
what rotten silence?
Yeah, I would say saying rotten silence. What up, yo?
It's fucking awesome.
That was pretty fucking bad. Even you yelling, did you mean being boring? Yes, we're always boring. That's what we do.
Oh, man. Yeah. Still at a loss to explain why we get anyone watching our show. And, you know.
Well, the hope is we're boring enough that nobody shows up eventually.
Yeah.
And then we can just talk about all sorts of fucked up shit.
Yeah. Or again, usually if you stick around for 2 or 3 episodes, we're like, hey, come on the show.
Pretty much, yeah.
Which is what happened with me. I was just a fan, and then all of a sudden, Stabby's by himself one time, and I just refused to leave, essentially. Dude,
I'm down to have pretty much anybody on at some point or another, at least once.
Yeah.
I'd love to have William Stenchever on. I think William Stenchever might be very interesting.
Yeah. Well, bring on Red Noli, and he'll come on, dude.
Red Noli? Oh yeah, Red Noli's cool. I'd have her on if she wanted to.
Yeah, no, he's been on her stream, or at least it was on one that I watched. He actually went on her stream.
Be interesting. Oh, Gaming Yelling has a question. By all means, ask, sir. Who else? Akinaro. I want Akinaro on.
Yes, that would be fucking interesting. That fucking guy. That fucking lunatic, dude. I wonder if he's still mad that we keep having Satan and Satire on. That'd be funny.
Oh my god, Gaming Yelling's question is, what the fuck is your co-host name? I just call him asshole or neckbeard. So I'm Skittles McStabby Pants because I am an adult, and the other guy is Day Trois Qua.
Yeah, that is me. That is my Christian name.
Oh man, I like the one Rotten brings up. The SJW article finds Dark Souls 3 sexist because you can write what you want in the messages. Fucking oh my god, talking about that shit. Fucking Sea of Thieves has a chat. Like if you don't have a mic, you can like type stuff in.
Right.
It's not like a chat wheel with pre-done messages and stuff. But the type chat like censors some weird shit. Like if you write down like, "Oh man, that sucks," it will censor sucks.
Oh Jesus!
It actually censors sucks. Or like I fucking oh, what else was it?
Blows. Like if you say that blows.
Yeah, or I think I called somebody like a Canuck or something like that. It censored it. I typed in hack one time and it censored that, like hack. Any version of hacks or hacking.
That's weird.
And I wasn't even using it in reference to like hacking the video game. I was like, somebody's a hack, just like a funny comic, kind of thing. And it fucking censored that shit. Like it's so funny. Like they censor the obvious, like profanity and shit, but it's fucking real weird.
Yeah.
I typed in a Jew, like somebody's like a filthy Jew or something, and they like fucking Jew.
Yeah, what the hell's wrong with them, dude? That's terrible. Yeah,
I mean,
dude. Actually,
I'm abusing it, but
no, on my game, it actually has a similar thing, but it's like if they don't recognize it, they assume it's profanity. I think because I tried to use Tafka, like I changed my name from Detwakwa to just. I was trying to change it to Tafka, Tafka, Detwa, right?
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if anybody's familiar with what Tafka means, but it's short for the artist formerly known as. It's a fucking joke. Right?
Okay, the artist formerly known as. Okay, I like that. That's good.
Yeah. So I don't know why, but I thought that would be funny to do. So I was trying to do Tafka Detwa, and it would not let me put in Tafka. It kept saying Tafka was profanity, and I was like, "And what fucking like what language is that? A fucking is it profanity? Because I assume that's what it was. Like it's a curse word in some fucking language that I'm not aware of. So I put it in the chat because it'll translate, any foreign languages. Which actually it comes up with some hilarious shit by translating shit that doesn't need to be translated sometimes.
Of course.
But I typed in just Tafka to see like what it was, and it didn't do anything. It didn't translate it or do anything. And I'm like, these motherfuckers just apparently just look at it and say, I don't know what that is, so I'm going to label it as profanity. Like that's the only thing I can possibly come up with as a reason, dude. Yeah. So I had to actually just, I think I just put a space. I put in like TAF, put a space, and then put KA. Which sucks, but
it's not the same. It's not as it's not your original idea.
Yeah. It's close enough, I guess, but still, I was a little disappointed. I'm like, you fucking assholes. You're just like, oh, I don't know what it is, so it's got to be profanity. I'm not letting it through. Yeah.
Dude, you just gave me like inadvertently an idea for what I need to do when I go on the game later.
Oh, really?
Because there's gunpowder barrels that like you can put on the very tip of the boat and like ram somebody and blow them up, or like carry them and blow yourself up. Because you can light a fuse and it goes for like 5 seconds, just explodes.
Right.
Swim up under the boat, and as soon as it touches like an enemy boat on the underside of it, it'll blow up.
Right.
And I just figured I could go run around blowing myself up, yelling Allahu Akbar. Like right before I blow up other people's boats all the time.
Jesus, dude. Oh, man.
Allahu
Akbar. Oh, shit. Did you see the thing with Alex Jones fucking with Marco Rubio?
Yeah, didn't he like kind of fuck himself over a little, make himself look real dumb?
Well, Rubio did.
Oh, Rubio did. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were basically just giving a fucking. They were just basically like, well, we made our point. We're gonna just back off of the Twitter and Facebook and not do shit.
Yeah. Apparently they were at the Senate place or whatever, and I think initially they were supposed to actually go and give testimony, but that didn't end up happening. They were kind of outside, like fucking with people, like trolling. Like they had people protesting them, of course, and they were kind of trolling the protesters. which, and I'm getting this from Styx, so I assume it's pretty reliable. He thought because what Styx was saying was like it was pretty fucking funny the way they were trolling the protesters, and the protesters finally just like went away out of frustration, you know. So I really want to see it, but apparently, you know, because Marco Rubio is a little fucking shit, like stature wise, physical stature wise, he's a little fucking shit. And Alex Jones like went up behind him and kind of patted him on the back, and apparently he freaked out. He's like, you know what? I'll take care of you myself. I don't even need any police. Like, dude, he just patted you on the back. That was it. He's not fucking attacking you, you little fucking bitch. You know what I mean?
Oh, damn, dude. Okay, now I gotta see if I can find video of that because that's pretty epic.
Yes, dude. Yes, I have to fucking see it. This little bitch of a man freaking out because the big bad fucking former football player guy patted him, you know, a real man essentially, you know, because again, Alex Jones is a tough dude, regardless of how crazy you might think he is. He's a legitimately tough dude. You know what I mean?
Oh, Alex Jones is pretty fucking big.
Yeah.
Oh, Gaiman yelling says he said, "Don't touch me."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But apparently, from what Styx said, is he actually was like, I don't need the cops. I don't need any police. I'll take care of you myself, or I'll handle you myself. Like, yeah, no, you won't. Nobody believes that, dude.
Didn't Marco Rubio the guy with the weird, like, extra tall boots or something?
Could be. I mean, he is a very short guy.
Yeah, like there was a thing where people were making fun of him for the boots because he was like gonna run against Trump or some shit.
Yeah, trying to make himself look taller, I guess. I haven't heard that, but I wouldn't be surprised if that were true. But he was the one. I remember Chris. Was it Chris Christie, the guy from New Jersey? Kept punking him out in one of the primary election things for the Republican thing, because he was like, "Watch, he's going to come back to this talking point," and then like he essentially Rubio was again repeating the same shit he had already said 2 or 3 times. He's like, "Look, see, he's doing it again," and it fucking made him look like a fucking idiot, dude.
Dude, that's fucked up.
Yeah, like he's still doing it. He's still doing it. He's just fucking spurting out the same bullshit. Yeah.
Oh, so Gavin Yelling says he said, "I'm not going to have you arrested. I deal with it myself."
Yeah. All right. Anybody believe that? Anybody believe Marco Rubio's going to take care of Alex Jones on his own?
Oh no! Fucking it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny that like how much of an opposite effect censoring Alex Jones has had. Like that dude's probably like got way more subscribers who are like paying for his content now than he did prior to being banned from Facebook.
Dude, I think it would be hilarious if it turned out he asked them to fucking like, dude, when are you guys gonna fucking ban me already?
Yeah.
Like he knew that would happen, so he's like, come on, fuckers. What do I have to do? Sandy Hook wasn't enough.
Who's the guy that runs Facebook again? I can never remember these dudes' names.
Fucking Zuckerberg.
Yeah, he started running a bunch of articles about like Zuckerberg's like fucking love child with a dachshund or some shit. It's the dog boy born from Mark Zuckerberg and fucking his pet dachshund that he fucked all the time.
Yeah, Zuckerberg would have to be human for that to be true, dude. Come on. We all know that dude's a fucking android. We've all seen him try to pretend to drink water at the Senate hearings.
Dude, I've seen that shit. Like, I've seen so many people making fun of it, and I've seen the actual video of it. It's like, they're not really making any exaggerations. That dude's just fucking weird.
Yeah, he's a fucking nerd, dude. He's just... man, it's bizarre, dude. Like,
pick up that social justice warrior mantle because you know that fucker had his head in every toilet in high school.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, he was a weak bitch. He acted weird. He was shitty to other people, and they fucking tortured him. And now his chance to get back at all the people that are actually cool.
Yeah. Yeah, he strikes me as that kind of nerd that can't keep his mouth shut even when people are fucking kicking his ass on a daily basis. And you know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. And just still running his mouth about
fair, like that dude stole a really good idea and made a lot of money off of it.
Yeah, this is true.
Like Gates. Like he saw the potential, nobody else saw it, and basically like fucking skated away with a big fucking chunk of money.
Right. So, yeah, it's still unbelievable. If it really went down the way it did, the way he fucking diluted the shares for the friend that gave him the money to start it up to begin with, that's so fucking horrible, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that's really what happened, which I assume it is, it was in the fucking movie.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. Yeah, it's probably it's really close to the truth, I would guess.
Yeah, I would assume on details like that, it would have to be.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like that would have to be confirmed, I would imagine. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? In the movie, like everybody had a certain amount of shares, and then they diluted them. Like they're like, okay, well, we're gonna make it. Now there's 10 million shares. But everybody's shares go up accordingly, percentage wise. And that happened for everybody except that one dude. He stayed with the same amount of shares and didn't, get to go up when they inflated the share amounts. Yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of dirty business practice like that, man.
Yeah. So basically, if I hope that's making sense. Let's say initially there was 1 million shares of Facebook stock. They essentially made it to where there's 100 million shares. Anybody that had like 10,000, would go up accordingly to
like 100,000.
Yeah, it would go up to 100,000 or whatever the case may be. And that dude's didn't. He just stayed at the 10,000 to try to fucking muscle him out, essentially. Like, yeah,
I wonder how you legally do that. Like, shouldn't that be illegal?
Yeah, it's fucking sure the fuck should be. Especially, dude, the whole thing doesn't happen unless that dude gives him the money to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like there's no like respect for the sacrifice that dude made to help them achieve their dream.
Yeah, well, I don't know how much of a sacrifice it was. I think his family was rich, but whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
but that was his. Again, it doesn't. If it doesn't, essentially, it's not going to exist, and definitely not going to be nearly as popular. If that dude doesn't give you the fucking seed money, yeah, he's entitled to a fucking huge chunk. And I don't know how you can try to ease him out just because you're cool. You think the fucking Napster guy's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking disgusting. That's the only, and it would be different if everyone else got that same treatment, but nobody else did.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. No, I like Rotten. I have to agree with Rotten Silence. Like, yeah, you get bullied, you figure out how to fight, you learn how to fucking take them down yourself, mano a mano.
Right.
And just like try to figure out ways to like cleverly screw people later in life.
Yeah. Try to make up for your fucking insecurities, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go find and beat the shit out of those dudes.
Yeah. Yeah, but dude, yeah, I cannot believe I'm like I'm fucking shocked that he doesn't have someone, some public image person or something, pay somebody that is whose job it is to tell him you're looking like a fucking robot out there, like you're literally looking like you're not human. Take a sip of fucking water like an adult. Like, what are you fucking doing? Your little fucking baby sips of water. Yeah.
Like they're gonna fucking have a class. All right, so we're gonna need like 10 people who are normal humans, and you're all gonna sit in a room, and he's gonna watch you drink and try to copy you. So you gotta keep him on track.
Right. This is the reason the aliens have been abducting people all this time, is to teach this Zuckerberg alien how to drink like a fucking person. And it still didn't work. You still couldn't pull it off.
Failed, unfortunately.
But yeah, no, it really is funny because they've done compilations of it. Like, this is how many times he drank that fucking odd, weird, barely taking a sip way.
Yeah, exactly.
God damn.
Man, I found the coolest thing at Target the other day.
Oh yeah, what's that?
It's like a little plastic package where you got a bunch of little different compartments, and it's just an assortment of like nails, tacks, push pins, and like furniture brads.
Oh, okay.
So it's like the perfect little like fix random shit when you gotta fucking put a nail in something around the house thing.
Oh, gotcha. That's pretty cool.
I was like, and it was like $5. I was like, God damn, this is epic. It's like anything you need a
no.
nail for, you just got to fucking this little thing you stick in your junk drawer. So you don't got to fucking like go out and buy a set of fucking nails all the time.
I don't know.
All right, we're going to go to dead silence for a while.
Yeah, well, no, I was looking through my feed because I was trying to remember. There's something else that I wanted to bring up, and I thought it was from a video I watched. So I'm kind of going through my subscription feed to see if I can find what it is. Like as we're talking. I can't seem to. Captain Marvel. Oh yeah, the Captain Marvel thing. I don't know if you saw that, but they did go with the fucking the future is female kind of thing for the Captain Marvel reveal of the trailer or whatever.
They walked back. They walked it back to a regular just guy or something.
Yeah, no. That's how they promoted it. Was as a the future is female kind of nonsense. Apparently for Captain Marvel.
Oh, so they're sticking with that.
Apparently they're sticking with that. And this is kind of weird because I knew there's Ms. Marvel, who was a chick, but Captain Marvel was a dude. From what I remember. I thought he was one of the Inhumans. Although then there was that a chick that was like made out of electricity or photons or some shit.
Yeah,
that was also Captain Marvel. I'm trying to remember, but the outfit looks more. I don't know. I'll have to look it up, dude. That was kind of a non sequitur, dude. My apologies.
No, I don't understand what that whole thing with comics, like why they keep basically just destroying like characters that they've already made.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't give a fuck about like male or female superheroes as long as the story is interesting.
Yeah.
But this constant fucking need to rewrite characters that already exist it's dumb. It's disrespectful to the original writers because they already wrote a really cool fucking story. You're not making it better.
Yeah.
And it's fucking like it's disrespectful to your audience. You're basically not. There's no creativity there. You're selling them horse shit.
Yeah, and it's the shoehorning
character.
It's the shoehorning, dude, that is what really ruins it. It's like it's unnecessary, and you're just forcing it in for diversity's sake.
Oh, the didactic part of it, yeah, for sure, the didactic part. I'm just talking about just the general laziness.
Yeah,
like just make a new character, man. Like make a new character, come up with a different, whole new story. Don't constantly go back and retcon stories that have already been written over and over and over.
Yeah, although it's hard to get
originality, man.
It's hard to get a movie made with that criteria, though. I think that's part of the reason is like they want to do all this nonsense. Oh yeah, no, I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I think that's why they do it. They're like, all right, well, we need to have a disabled lesbian black chick. But let's make that. We can't just make a new character of that because nobody is following that. It has no fan base. But all right, let's have that replace.
Well, how fucking epic would that kind of storyline be, though?
Like it could be interesting.
Disabled and can't fucking like walk, and then suddenly like they get powers in order to become a superhero or some shit.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a lot of interesting things you could go with that storyline.
Yeah, instead of using it. But what I'm saying is it'd still be hard to sell to a fucking movie studio as of doing them. You know what I mean? Like that's a huge risk to take if it's not connected.
No, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying I think that it's ridiculous that it's so hard to make it into a movie or a comic book.
Yeah.
And then like Rotten Silence says, when the audience complains, they'll say you aren't a fan of the comic. It's like, well, I'm not anymore.
They're
not a fan of your company anymore. Like they're losing money, like the way they're going with that stuff. The comics part of it, the movies are going to make money forever. But
well, I think Marvel has learned the lesson. But maybe not. I think
they were kind of heading down that path with the Civil War stuff, but that was already like that wasn't too far from the original kind of storyline.
Yeah, and although that still bugged me, I don't know why the original storyline didn't work as a fucking movie.
No, I agree. But Like, they were kind of headed down that path, and in Infinity Wars, they basically just so long goodbye. We're just in another storyline now. Like we have a little lip service for people to get through it, and like, oh yeah, I apologize, me too, and then they're fucking like just gonna like save the world again.
Right.
Although I will say one thing about that whole series of movies that I think the Iron Man specifically part of it is fucking hilarious and bothers the shit out of me. Is fucking Pepper Potts getting shitty over him like wanting to fucking be a superhero.
Yeah, it's a little bizarre.
This motherfucker has saved the world at least twice from annihilation. You're part of that world. Like, him doing that shit is the reason you're still fucking breathing. Like, have a little bit of respect for the fact that he's actually, it's not like he's just playing a game. You know what I mean? Like, he legitimately kept the world from being destroyed a couple times.
Yeah, it's a little weird. It's pretty fucking bizarre.
It's not an inconvenient lark when he goes off to do the superhero gig. It literally matters.
Yeah, it's not just a fucking hobby.
Yeah. And she gets all pissy over it. I'm like, are you fucking real? Like, what?
Although it could have been something that fucking Gwyneth Paltrow's insistent on because she's such a fucking out of touch psycho bitch.
Yeah. She's sitting there fucking steam cleaning her pussy and was like, I think Pepper Potts would be upset that he doesn't pay enough attention to her.
Right. Yeah.
It's like marrying a cop and then being pissed because he has to go in the middle of the fucking night sometimes.
Right.
Like fucking, you married a dude, you knew what the fuck he was before you ended up actually being in a relationship with him.
Yeah.
So what the fuck are you bitching about now?
Yeah. Or like the somebody who smokes, like suddenly being angry that they smoke. Like, we smoked when we met you, fucking bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
That one hits me on a personal level, so
I could tell. But yeah, no, it's the same thing. Yeah, or like you marry a chick who's like working all the time and she's not going to be home and like cleaning the house and shit, and then you start bitching about how she never fucking cleans the house. Dude, you're a fucking idiot.
Right.
Like, you knew where shit stood when you got married in the first place. Don't fucking cry now.
Indeed. Here's one. I haven't watched the video, but this sounds interesting. This is coming apparently from your home state, California, to require women serve on corporate boards.
Yes, they're passing a law to require that every board of every company in California have at least one woman.
Wow, that's fucking awesome.
I don't know why that's legal, but then again, affirmative action shouldn't be legal, and it is. It's discriminatory to everybody but black people.
Wow.
Like, that's essentially what affirmative action essentially is. Like, you have to take, candidates that you might find to be like qualified and prefer to hire, and you can't hire them because you got to hire black people.
Yeah. No, it's outlived its. I understand that had a purpose when it was initially enacted, I believe. But it has long outlived that usefulness and that need, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think it's plenty of time high time we got rid of that shit.
Yeah, and then California's doing it with women. Like, you gotta have a certain number of women on the board. Why?
Like, that's just going to happen, dude. If there are women that are qualified for it, that's going to happen. If I don't know if there was a point in time. I assume there was fairly relatively recently when it was believed that women couldn't handle that kind of job. But that's not the fucking case anymore. I don't think that mentality exists a whole lot anymore. Anybody under the age of like 60 or 70.
They don't have the budget to waste time with that bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they just want to make money. And if it's some gay dude or some black dude or some chick or some black chick or some like lesbian or whatever, they don't fucking care as long as that person's going to make them a lot of money.
Right. Yeah.
So either you are of value to the company or you're not. I don't think they give fuck one about your race and your color. They're machines. They're kind of, that kind of stuff got lost in the corporate essentially takeover to the point where like it used to be like Coca-Cola was a company that was run by like one dude. Like he ran the company, but now it's like all these companies are intermixed and they're all owned by like one really big corporation. It's really run by like a giant board of people.
Right.
And that board of people just wants to make $1 billion. They don't give a fuck who's working for them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they don't care if it's man, woman, black, brown, white, yellow, red. Yeah, they do not fucking care, dude. They just
wasting the time and potentially dealing with lawsuits by trying to like not hire specific groups of people is just not worth the money.
Yeah, I would imagine it would be more cost effective to move to Nevada like that one job that you said you used to work at, like they did. Yeah. You know what I mean? It seems like they're better off moving out of the state.
Yeah, that's one thing. I never blamed that company for moving to Nevada. Like, I totally understood that the taxes were shitty.
Yeah.
You know, like they needed to move in order to keep from going under.
Yeah. Yeah, so with this shit now, again, I assume the taxes are still shitty. So yeah, dude, it's literally like they're trying to drive the fucking businesses out of the fucking state, dude.
Well, and it's like, you know, San Francisco is like the head of like Facebook and Twitter and fucking Google and all that shit.
Right,
so like that'll keep California afloat for a while because those are sort of like these weird bubbles, but eventually that's gonna fucking pop.
Yeah, yeah.
It's already like the majority of like 18 to 20 something year old, like 24-year-olds or 25-year-olds just don't have Facebook. They just don't want it.
Right. Yeah, well, even I stopped using Facebook fucking goddamn at least a couple years ago, probably closer to 3 years ago. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Twitter still gets a lot of use from people in social networking. And then I think it's not like Gab AI and all that shit aren't really going anywhere, but
although they should be, man. I mean, as fucked up as Twitter and them are, people really should be switching over to Gab, dude.
No, what's that other one where you can like do like voice chats and stuff? Discord. I think Discord is becoming more of a thing.
Right.
Discord is where a lot of that stuff is going.
Yeah.
You can have your own private Discord and set your own rules. And then people can like interact on that, and it's a lot less weird and creepy. And your mom and dad can't check out what you're doing unless you invite them.
Right.
And you can have your own secret Discord with your buddies.
Right.
There's Facebook suddenly like, oh, we need your real name and information. You're not allowed to have a fake name on the internet. Like, oh, that's fucking smart.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous, dude. But yeah, no, there's definitely shit that should be replacing it. I think Zuckerberg knows that. I think that's why he's getting desperate with his actions, and that's why he sold off a shitload of his stocks. It was a few months back.
Oh,
he sold off a pretty good chunk of his stock, dude.
Yeah, when the guy that started the company starts selling out, fucking run, get the fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think they know what's going on. I'd still like to see Minds take off. I like that one, although I don't use it as much as I should. But I like the guy that's running it seems to have his head in the right place. Is definitely pro free speech. So I definitely want to see. Yeah. Oh shit, that was the one I think I wanted to talk about. Was the video I sent you from Benjamin Boyce.
Which one?
The one where they're talking about how minorities are joining white supremacist groups.
Oh yeah. Because like there's like minorities who are like conservative, and so any conservative group is a white supremacist group. Yeah, that was silly.
That was fucking awesome, dude. Like it's so fucking ridiculous. It's so fucking absurd. But yeah, they're literally claiming. I forget. I don't know if it was. What is it? It wasn't the Proud Boys. Or maybe it was. I think that was one of the groups they were talking about. But there was some other group that was essentially just conservative, like you said, that they were literally like, there's this Mexican guy that's joining this group that's a white supremacist group. There's this black guy. You know, they're like, dude, no, they're not white supremacists, you fucking idiots. Like, they're so desperate.
It turns out, the Young Republicans Association is not a fucking KKK spinoff.
Right. Yeah. So it's just like they're so desperate to stick to that narrative that
the Patriot Prayer Group is the fucking white supremacist group. Come the fuck on.
Yeah, you know? Dude. Like, it's just bizarre how fucking absurd they're going with this shit. They're just so desperate to sell that narrative that instead of acknowledging, like, oh, hey, maybe they're not the white supremacist group. Maybe they're just a different ideology. They're like, nope.
Yeah, that's falling apart.
It makes more sense to say that there's minorities joining a white supremacist group. Let's just stick with that.
Yeah, that whole thing is falling apart because the groups have basically invested so much in calling these groups racist and white supremacist and using that as a way to gain power, like socially and politically, that they don't have any other option. They can't back down without losing all of their support base.
Yeah, it's almost like they have to. Yeah.
They become heretic. Yeah. So anybody who doesn't, because it's an ideology, it's not a political thing. Like, I'm right now mostly aligned with the Republicans. I mean, I really am mostly about constitutionalism, but that's who's protecting the Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, so that's who I side with.
Yeah, because again, I never thought, again, for a vast majority of my life, I viewed myself as a liberal. Moderate, maybe closer to moderate or centrist, maybe, but I viewed myself as more of a liberal. Literally until this election, until Trump got elected, I still viewed myself as a liberal. Maybe, I guess I just wasn't paying attention, though, to be honest with you. Maybe what was actually going on.
I'm not talking about that so much. It's just like when you talk to like the average Republican, like they're not really worried about people's like political affiliations when it comes to just hanging out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they're not policing like their friend groups and going like, oh well, this guy's a left wing guy. I can't hang out with him. Like, to be sure, there are some. Like, of course, there's always gonna be some in any group. But it's just
or even by, again, skin color or sexual orientation. Like, oh no, I can only hang out with straight white guys.
Yeah, like that shit just doesn't happen.
It's a ridiculous way to fucking live your life.
It may have been the case like 30 years ago that there were still some holdouts. Still some holdouts doing that shit. But for the majority at this point, like there's no money in it. It's just not good business.
Yeah. And again, I think most people don't care about that shit anymore, dude. And it's trying to be perpetuated by these fucking idiots. This condescending racism bullshit, dude. This backhanded. It's really frustrating because, again, we could be really close to getting to like a fucking golden age of humanity. But this shit is dragging us down. Like, we're almost through fucking racism. Like, we're really fucking close. And now it's like you want to stoke it and fucking bring it back, dude. It's really the way it seems from the fucking leftists.
Well, I mean, like, if you want to take over a society, you have to make sure that they come to you. Like, it's not, you don't want them afraid of you and like cowering in fear of you, especially when everybody's armed. That won't work. But if you can make them all afraid of somebody else and be like, but we'll protect you, you have a better chance of like seizing power. And that's essentially what it's all about. It's people that have no other legitimate means to get power because they're fucking insane. Like Linda Sarsour and shit, whose fucking mentor is one of the terrorists behind 9/11. One of the people that fucking blinded.
Or Zarna Joshi. You remember Zarna Joshi of that humongous fame?
That compound in New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
One of the main guy who was running it was that guy's son, Linda Sarsour's mentor's son.
Oh shit!
So that's the connection to the fucking Democrat Party. Linda Sarsour, that's who probably helped fucking close it down and
why does that bitch have any fucking power though? I don't understand.
She doesn't have power. She has connections that have power.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Although, dude, her getting appointed to the I don't know if you remember this. This is a while back, but she actually got appointed to like a Jewish anti-defamation thing.
Good God, why? She's so anti-Semitic.
Yeah, dude, it was fucking crazy, dude. It was so fucking surreal. Again, it's one of those things that made me start actually, believing my little joke about, saying that my social media feed is coming to me from some other alternate dimension.
Yeah, really.
Like, how the fuck is this real? How the fuck did this happen? How did this bitch, who fucking obviously is, again, incredibly anti-Semitic.
How did the fucking majority of the, what is it? Not the League of Nations. Fucking that, the police force of the world kind of thing. They're supposed to be like everybody's together.
Jesus, United Nations.
Yeah, well, how did the fucking Middle Eastern countries that are the worst abusers of human rights become the Human Rights Commission?
Yeah, or the fucking North Korea being on the Security Council, or not North Korea, although they might have been too. But yeah, there's countries that don't belong on there. Yeah.
Silence. To take over society, you want to make them think you are the good guy and kill off all the people who oppose you. And then he follows it up with, I play a lot of war games. Mm-hmm. It's still an accurate statement, though. That's what I was aiming for what I was trying to make. I just didn't make it very well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a fucking it's fucking crazy town. I don't know, man. That whole thing is like, you listen to these people and the stuff they say is so bizarre and unbelievable that it's surprising that there are people who listen to that and go, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
Like you see the people that believe that and you're like, what the fuck happened? Like, are you retarded? Like, were you dropped as a child, like repetitively?
Yeah, well, that's the thing is the way they do their indoctrinations and, again, essentially brainwashing, is they connect it on an emotional level, not a logical level.
Yeah.
So you don't fucking think about it, other than, again, it evokes an emotional response instead of a rational response. That's why it's incredibly difficult, and again, that's why they're basically. I forgot where I saw this at, but like the people that are so vehemently for this like communist bullshit are the ones that are going to end up in the fucking camps, and they are not going to believe that until the fucking boot's on their fucking neck.
Oh, I don't think communism will ever take the U.S. over. I think the people who talk about that don't understand how dangerous or how quickly the country would be fucking like just fucking overrun by like rednecks with guns.
Yeah.
I don't think that.
But even if it did, is basically what I'm saying. Well, not here, but like in other countries, the people that are pushing for the fucking that nonsense, which is again a lot of Europe and places other than that.
Well, Hitler.
If that happens, those people are going to be, they're still going to be dissidents on some level. So yeah, they're going to end up in the camps, dude. And they will not. You cannot convince them of that, even though it's pretty obvious to anyone else. You cannot convince them of that, and they will not be convinced until it's too fucking late. Until they're in the camps, essentially.
Well, until the fucking gun is in their mouth.
Yeah.
Once the gun in their mouth, they're gonna be like, "Oh shit."
Because again, they weren't introduced to this shit as just an option that they can choose from. It was preached to them as fact, and it was preached to them again on an emotional level, so that it's tied to emotion instead of logic. That's the way they've been indoctrinated. That makes it almost all but impossible to fucking break that conditioning, dude.
somebody's aide at some political event. I think it might have been Kavanaugh's, but it might have been somebody else's, some other conservative. Or the aide was like half Mexican, Jewish, half Jewish, and like their parents like survived the fucking Holocaust essentially.
Oh wow.
And fucking, or their grandparents or something like that.
Right.
And these fucking, all these people were watching her as she like crossed her arms and stuff, and were saying that she was like a white supremacist flashing like neo-Nazi symbols.
Wow.
Like that's how fucking crazy this shit gets. Like she just fucking crossed her arms.
Oh fuck, man.
And they were like, she's flashing secret hate symbols.
Yeah, no, it's insane, dude. You know how yeah, just how fucking crazy they are, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Gaming and Yelling would like to change your name, apparently.
Oh yeah, I can understand that, dude.
To Day Sucks Twat instead of Day Twat Qua.
That's not bad. That's pretty clever. Yeah, I'll take it under advisement. Yeah. Yeah. Although, again, I did retire my I retired my cock and other stuff a couple years ago, so I stopped sucking twat quite a while ago.
You benched yourself?
Yeah, I have benched myself, dude.
All right. I think on that note, we've probably gone more than long enough at this point.
Right. Yeah, fuck it.
Oh, we got 2 hours. That's about our usual for a Thursday, I think.
Yeah. I got shit to do.
Yeah. I gotta see a Thieves game to play.
Yeah. I hear you, man.
I'm not gonna lie. I wish I could, but they just supposedly fixed all the things that they broke the last update, and I gotta fucking find out.
Yeah, you gotta see how it's working. I understand.
Technically, they fixed it like 2 hours ago. It went back up, but I figured this was at least somewhat more important.
All right. Well, yeah, you've served your time. I guess we should probably end it. So whoever stuck around this long, again, I appreciate the suggestion, Gaming and Yelling. We'll take it under advisement. But again, thanks for sticking around this long, everyone, and bye-bye.